Good afternoon once again. Welcome to Mary's Field and something for your head, something for your heart. This is February, Black History Month, and whenever I think of Black history, I think of my hero in Black history, which was Martin Luther King. Two incidents I'd like to share today. In the 60s, I was watching television, and I watched Martin Luther King arm in arm with many people walking down South Chicago. And someone from the crowd threw a brick that day and hit Martin Luther King right in the head. He staggered badly, and everybody held him up, and they continued to march. And I thought to myself, it was really clear in that incident who was the aggressor and who was aggressed against. It was very clear the person who threw that brick, they were the aggressor. They were the violent one. And Martin Luther King, by continuing on and not throwing that brick back, the message was incredibly clear. I am a peaceful man. This is about peace. This is about spiritual conversion, the conversion of people's hearts, not just the way that people act. And it was very clear, and it was a very powerful message. I'll never, ever forget that. You know, when we take another approach to social decay and try to change, it ends up causing all kinds of difficulties. When you use the approach where you have to kill the king in order to become king, it all becomes a matter of violence. Is my gun bigger than your gun? And sooner or later, someone's going to get a gun bigger than yours and will supplant you where you supplanted someone else, and that kind of power never really lasts ultimately. Only the transformation of the heart, changing people, the way their attitudes, their motivation, the way they see things, and that changes reality. And Martin Luther King was doing that. The other incident a kind of way that he acted that really impresses me is the fact that every time he was put in jail, he fasted from water and food for the people who put him in jail. That is salvific, that is redemptive pain, that is taking spirituality up to this level and now transforming the problem that you were trying to touch at the deepest of levels where the transformation really takes place in the hearts and in the minds and in the spirits of people. That was real transformation, not, again, something that was being forced on other people. You know, if you think that this isn't a true solution, look at Lech Walesa, look at Nelson Mandela, Gandhi, Oscar Romero. You know, these are people who did change and did it in a way that provided spiritual change, and that's the only kind of change that ultimately lasts. The thing that I wanted to say is, Hilary Clinton went to Wellesley College in Massachusetts. And the motto of Wellesley College is ministrare non ministrari. To serve is more important than to be served. Succinctly, it's to minister, not to be ministered to. Ministrare non ministrari. To serve, not to be served. If she had done that all of her life, she would have had a much more tremendous impact on all of our lives, all of our culture, all of politics. If only politicians would think in those terms. Wouldn't that make a wild, crazy kind of change? Ministrare, to serve. Non-ministrare, not to be served. And that was Martin Luther King, again, in an ultimate way. So when you're thinking about social change, make sure that you want to do the kind of change or interested in the kind of change that goes deep enough that really touches the hearts of people and creates a genuine change. Not that kind of violence, forceful change that only provides a sense of change that lasts a short period of time, and it doesn't make the difference because it doesn't change people's hearts. That's where the change really takes place, and that's where the real power lies. That real salvific, real redemptive power. You know, Jesus did his best work on a cross, totally fixated on that cross, immobilized, and he did his best work there. He transformed and changed the whole world in a very serious and real way. That's real change. ministrare, non ministrari. All politicians, all people interested in real change should have that tattooed on their forehead, nailed to their office doors, filling their computers, so the change that they affect is something that really lasts. Thank you for being with us again. God bless and have a really good day.